What's good with it? It's your boy Cavato, Hustle Town certified. You know, I'm in this motherfucker doing what I gotta do. You know, got my boy Tex, popping 08s with Gant. Come check your boy out.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Infamous Tex right here at the Hustle Town compound for another Behind the Hustle with my boy, man, right here, Cavato. What's up, baby?
What's good with it? What's good with it? You already know, I'm in this bit.
That's right, man. That's right. And you know, it's a long time coming because my boy been rocking with us for a minute. Of course, Hustle Town digital artist also. Let's start, how about this? Let's talk about the current music right now. Some of the stuff I've been hearing, the Hustle Town digital stuff too. Let's talk about the newest stuff right now currently, and then we're gonna take it back a little bit.
So as far as what's current, you know, I got Sanity, we got Wake Up, we got some other stuff that we ain't got a name on it or anything like that yet. I can't give you as far as a release date for when it's coming out, but everything's coming as it needs to come.
Right.
And it's gonna be something that's coming about pretty much next year, beginning of next year.
Yeah. So you got everything. I already know how you work. Usually you have a really good game plan behind all your releases. You know, the last project you released too through Hustle Town Digital, Fire. What was the name of that last one? I remember it was, was that even the last one? You stayed dropping. What was the most recent one that you had already dropped?
The most recent one, I want to say, what, Sanity?
Okay.
Yeah.
Man. Boy, stay working, man.
Yeah, Sanity, La Salsa, you know, Wake Up, like, I stay on a lot of them.
And we got to talk about the salsa, too, because you got a little Latino in you, too. I can even tell just from some of the music, right?
Yeah, a little Dominican on my mom's side.
Okay. Definitely marketable right there. We got to get you on some of those stuff, right? I've been here. I even overheard him speaking a little Spanish earlier with my boy Gant. Shout out Poppin' 808 as well for all the artists he's bringing through. You were one of the first artists, too, he had brought to us. You performed over at the Hustle Town Music Festival also, with Mexican OT and some really good artists that have been coming out the city. But, man, you definitely stand out here. Where are you originally from? You originally from Houston or where you from?
I'm originally from Cali, moved to Houston. Been living in Texas actually for a little minute. You know, went to high school, Beaumont, Texas.
Yeah.
You know, shout out Beaumont.
East Texas, baby. Shout out to y'all.
Been in Texas since high school. Been in Houston since 2020, 2019?
Yeah. So
I got a little minute out here, connecting with some people.
And what age did you officially start rapping? Like you say, look, this is what I'm gonna do.
I started music when I was like maybe 5 or 6. When I first just fell in love with the whole music thing and stuff like that. I used to see my uncles, cousins, and stuff like that, all rapping and stuff like that, doing music. I fell in love with it, started writing my first freestyles or just writing my first rhymes and stuff like that and just freestyling around that age. And then later on, middle school band, high school band, started recording my own music.
So it all kind of led up to it pretty much, right? Because all this stuff you're saying is stuff that I feel like a lot of artists, at the end of the day, like it's destiny stuff, right? A lot of stuff that you went through at the early ages, it all kind of ties into where you're at right now. And that's what I see right there with a lot of stuff you're telling me. And which is good that you got into a lot of that stuff too, because in this day and age, music-wise, you can't just be the artist. You gotta do damn near a lot of different things. But you being out there, like band, knowing all that stuff, man, that definitely helps out a lot. Let's talk about the Sanity record. So the Sanity record, describe it to me, like from me listening to it. What was the when you were putting this together right here? What was the process on there, or what was the meaning, I guess, when you were putting this record together? What was the story? What were you trying to tell? Tell me about that.
So the meaning behind it was mainly based on a lot of stuff I dealt with in the past, dealing with past relationships. And the music, I wrote it 100%. It's just me on it.
Right.
Like, I didn't have no assistance or none of that. It's just me 100%. I had only assistance when it came to the recording. Shout out Gant, Poppin' 808s. We recorded it at BLE. That's one of the studios we recorded at the time, but I'm usually always recording at Audibles. That's one of the studios I stay going to, and that's the main
Yeah.
That crew is who I work with, basically.
That's family right there, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Audible Studios, my boy Random, Poppin' 808, everybody over there. And of course, RIP to Generator Baby. You know what I'm saying? Gotta hold it down for him. You know, you've pretty much rubbed shoulders with just about all the artists here in Hustletown as well too. Again, familiar face on the network. You know, always coming out. But what were the musical influences when you were coming? You fell in love with the music. What was some of the music you fell in love with, or what was some of the, I guess, the influences, like, you know, that got you right now in the game, man, and that made you fall in love with it.
So as far as like musical influences, like I'm originally, like I say, I'm from Cali, LA, South Central, and stuff like that. So I first fell in love with a lot of like Nipsey music and stuff like that. But I also had a lot of love and respect for Texas.
Right.
And I had a lot of love for like the SUC Screwed Up Click music, like Trader Truth, Zero,
right,
and Big Pokey. There's so many I can name.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of love for Texas music and a style, to where it's kind of like I took my birthplace style and Texas style, and I kind of like made my own little style with it, where I can kind of like go back and forth or mix them and clash them. Right,
and they mix very well too, because you know, I gotta say it, and some people feel different ways about me saying this, but the Texas sound is really more of it's like a slowed down Cali sound. I mean, because a lot of the stuff that, you know, DJ Screw, RIP DJ Screw, but a lot of the music that he was screwed down, a lot of it was Cali music. You know, the Pokies and all them, they're freestyling on a lot of Cali music slowed down. So I really feel like our sound, it definitely mixes well. You know, it's the slowed down Cali sound. Plus, you also do good on a lot of these slow down records, which a lot of artists can't really pull that off, right? They rap on the trap stuff, but you can rap on some really lyrical stuff, right? You have you really have a lyrical sound too.
Yeah.
I've heard you on multiple different types of formats, but the slow sound, spitting some real shit right there, man. You really just sit there and listen to some of this stuff. My boy's killing it, man. Look, drop the social real quick for those who are watching right now. And everybody watching right now, you be sure to go to Instagram, Facebook, everything he about to tell you, go hit the follow, hit the subscribe to YouTube. Go ahead and let them know everything.
Yeah, you can go follow me on Kaizen Cavato on Instagram, KaizenCavato. And on there, pretty much you'll have a link to YouTube, my music streaming platforms, Facebook, all of that right there. Twitter is Kaizen Cavato as well, just same way I spelled it. So yeah, that's pretty much it as far as like platforms and stuff like that. You look me up on there, you'll find all of my music and you'll find my sounds and stuff like that. Yeah. And you know, I want to shoot a big shout out to Hustletown. You know, I'm signed with them. I'm ever since I've been working with them, it's been truly a blessing, and I've been loving it ever since. Man, every inch of the way.
I appreciate that. And those are the testimonials that I love. I appreciate that because, man, like, we done came a long way. Now we have the digital as well. A lot of artists don't know that we do offer digital distributions right here at Hustletown Digital. You can come straight to right here in our offices right here in H-Town. Tell me about the plans for Puerto Rico. I've been kind of hearing a lot of stuff at the office, man. Can you talk a little bit about some of that stuff?
I can't give too much detail, but you know, I'm working on some, you know, little some there and here and there. Like I say, we got some that's gonna be coming out pretty much around next year, and Puerto Rico is definitely gonna want to tap in with this. You know, Puerto Rico, you know, artists or whatever, they definitely gonna want to tap in with this because it's a big one. Yep. I'm gonna just leave it at that. It's a big one.
I could definitely hear you on some of those collaborations or just solo songs, because you do really good just solo in general, right? A lot of artists are, some stuff I heard, I mean, they're jamming, but they sound better on features, or they sound better just with the, you know, having feature in general. You do a lot of solo work too, but I can definitely hear something coming up, you know, with you going and transitioning into even that market too. But aside from that, big news, all right? So y'all just be ready. Some of the artists you were mentioning earlier, the influence-wise, you know, the Nipseys, Big Pokey, everybody, a lot of those artists, RIP, a lot of them are gone. For those who are here, a lot of the artists, who are some of those artists that you would like to work with or do some collaborations? And it could be anybody, all over, national, worldwide, local. Who would be some of those artists that you want to work with soon?
As far as artists, oh, well, all right. So
I could definitely hear Kendrick. That, like, I'm gonna just say off top, Kendrick and some J. Cole would be fucking fire. But go ahead,
most definitely Kendrick, J. Cole.
Yep.
And then I'd also have to give a shout out, you know, my cousin Compton AV. He's one of the artists I do want to work with. I haven't got to the point where we can do something together. But as well, other artists, I would say down South Texas, type-wise, I like to work with Shy Boozy. I like to work with Big X The Plug. Like, for sure.
Yeah, that's some fire. Shout out Compton AV, too. He actually performed at my birthday party in 2017. He came out here, and it was all Cali artists that I had. I had a young drummer, had Compton AV. There was another one, a real big artist. I gotta go back and look at that flyer, but it was fire, man. Shout out to my Cali artists. You know, like I said, Cali and Texas.
It's meant to be. It's that connecting. It's that collage. It's just, you know, it's something about us that just brings us together.
Yeah, and you've been a lot of places. I'm always seeing you traveling. You know, I check the stories, see all the stuff that you're up to. What are some of the places that you've been to, or some of the places that you're like, damn, I can't believe I'm here? Because you've been all over. What are some of those places?
I've pretty much been a lot of places. I've been Puerto Rico. I've been Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska. I've been to Florida. Cali, that's home. I've been to Nevada. That's not too far.
Oh, yeah.
Arizona. I got a lot of more places that I'm planning to, you know, touch. Like, I got upcoming places I'm pretty much about to touch. Memphis, Tennessee is one of them. Kentucky. I'm not too much sure on what place in Kentucky, but I got a lot more places that I'll be touching. And Washington is also possibly on that list.
And that's smart, too, because a lot of the places that you're telling me are places that really don't have the biggest music scenes, but going out there to those places and not being lazy, because a lot of artists, they only want to go to Atlanta, they only want to go to, you know, New York, Florida. You're hitting spots that aren't being touched. So artists, take notes on this stuff right here too. Get out, off top, get out your city, get out your state and all that. But you're hitting a lot of really good spots, and I really want to see a lot more artists doing that too, because again, building a network in these other places, I mean, you're building a network just about everywhere. You know, you're networking with a lot of people. Of course, again, Hustletown Digital. You know, we're proud to have you over here. But man, keep doing what you're doing, and I really suggest other artists do the same. Get out of Texas, start heading out, hit these other places, hit the road, and you drive too. 'Cause I like to drive.
Yeah.
If I could, I'd rather drive for the scenery type of thing. But that's the most experience right there too. And do you, when you're driving, are you writing songs? Are you kind of playing beats, or what's the vibe when you're riding?
I'm playing beats.
Hell yeah.
I get people that like other producers or whatever. They'll send me beats. I'll just be listening to them. Like one song, La Salsa, I wrote that literally in an 8-hour drive from Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. I wrote that whole song.
Hell yeah. And tell me more about that song too right there. So the way we were explaining the last record too, La Salsa. It's a good start right there. I like salsa too and everything. But tell me about the record.
So La Salsa was a song I came up with the whole dynamics to it basically. I had my little brother in the car with me, and I was just like, yo, I'm gonna put you on this song. I want you to do it your type of way. I'm gonna do it my type of way, but I want you to feel comfortable with it. Pretty much, we came up with the whole dynamic to the song. I wrote everything to it and gave him the building, the skin and bones to it. And La Salsa is basically like, it's like we're talking about like, hey, what's up, mommy? I see you in the club, like, yo, come vibe with me, you know. And then after, you know, let's dance. After that, let me take you home. After that, let me take you out. Let me fly you out. Let me fly you out. Like you in here, you chilling by yourself. You know, you got all these guys around you, but they not showing you no type of attention or time that's worth your value. Let me dance with you, take you home, take you out, and fly you out. That's La Salsa basically. And long story short,
man, I like that right there, man. You know, hey, that's fly. You make really good feel-good music too. I got to tell you off top, right? It's not just the thugging and the fucking trapping, all that. You actually make really good feel-good music. I know my girl, who's personally a fan, also who checked out your music. We got to tap in over at South by Southwest. You know, got to hang out with you. You know, the music's off the chain. I do got to ask you something though, real quick too. It's a really interesting question too. Green or red salsa? Now I know we're talking about salsa with the females, but I just want to throw that out there real quick.
Salsa verde.
Okay, there you go.
Salsa verde.
Yeah, same thing right here too. You know why? Because you got to ask for that motherfucker.
Yeah.
At the time. They try to
because
play
they gonna
stupid.
bring you that red salsa. You gotta be like, nah, salsa verde.
Man, my boy Cavato right here in the building, man. Again, super excited to have you on board with the Hustletown digital team. All artists too, if they want to tap in, get a feature, or if they want to do that, of course, go to the social. What's the best route?
The best route is hit me up, like I said, on Instagram, Kaizen Cavato, KAIZEN CAV as in Victor ATO.
Man, y'all hit my boy up, man, because he's doing big things, not just here in H-Town, but really all over. So y'all can hit him up. He'll probably be in a city near you. You never know. My boys are everywhere, man. I appreciate you for making the time to come out here to the Hustletown compound. All the work that you're doing, representing Hustletown very well, too. Hustletown is definitely in good hands with my boy Cavato. Good hands, like Allstate say. You know, and again, artists that want to tap in with Hustletown Digital, know more about that, learn more about that. Of course, you know, hit up Hustletown Digital on Instagram. You'll be greeted by my boy Gant, aka Poppin' 808. You know, who's bringing out some fire right here in the city, and of course, people like yourself who's all over. Cavato, I appreciate you for tapping in with me, man. Like, you know, for real, this is something. It's a long time coming. We had a couple of sit downs, a couple of interviews, but I feel like this is the one right here. And for those who are just now getting up out underneath that rock, y'all go check my boy out, man, because he's killing, man. And thank you, brother, for coming on Behind the Hustle. And anything else you want to tell people?
I mean, other than, you know, what we discussed, you know, like I said, well, like my man just said, go check out the music. It's a guaranteed listen. You'll definitely love it. And, you know, like I said, Hustletown, you know, we doing what we got to do. We got a nice lineup with it when it comes to the artists. We got nice people that, you know, look out for us, and we go the extra mile to make sure that we give what they need in return. So, I mean,
I love it.
You know, me traveling and stuff like that, like I said, I'm all over. I'm staying on the go. Because one thing, you can't sit in major cities trying to look for a fan base. You got to explore out to them other smaller cities as well. That's what I like to do.
That's right.
Never know what you find.
You know, so many artists out there, man, you got to get out the city, because if not, you're just going to be another number out there. My boy is definitely moving the right way. So, Cavato, again, salute to you, my brother. Much success. The new project, again, y'all look out for that. That's going to be towards the beginning of the year. Again, what's the name of the project?
You'll be checking out. I ain't got.
Okay, we can't give y'all that yet.
I can't give y'all. Okay. I can't get that detail.
So we already gave y'all enough as far as look. It's on the way. Go check out what he has right now, so you can get up to game with everything. And then again, project coming soon. Follow my boy, because fucking kicking ass out here, man. Cavato, thank you, my brother, for stepping in.